Welcome back to part 5 of our little series here in our playlist talking about our job packet. Once again, my name is Nico Guillory. I am the partner and founder here at Grand River Fence Company out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. So, talking about this portion of the job packet, this is informational is a worksheet that we give to every single one of our clients. Whenever, like most of our clients, you are most likely quoting your project or your project against our estimate with other companies in the area as well. And there's a few notable good companies out in this area, but I highly encourage our clients, especially if you're getting this quoted from multiple companies, do your due diligence. Understand exactly what you are getting from each and every company. There is, to my knowledge, no other fence company in this area doing the iDry power system, specifically the iDry power system, which means that they're, the 100-mile-an-hour guarantee and everything else associated with the circular round, the round pipe driven into the ground. So, for all the fence styles. So, we give you this worksheet. We title it "How to Vet Your Fence Contractor." So, brought to us, helping our community rise together. This is, the very first sentence on here is before you commit to any fence project, ask these questions. Write down the contractor's answers so you can promote them side by side or compare them side by side. A great contractor will be transparent, specific, and confident in their process. And specifically for us, because we focus so heavily on our process, we care about the educational portion of our client's experience. So we want to make sure that you have a good worksheet because most people are buying a fence once in a lifetime, maybe 2 or 3 at most, really. Unless you're a contractor or a professional business owner, then oftentimes you don't need to buy multiple fences, right? So in this instance, we want to make sure that you have the best quality experience while meeting the needs of your project as well. Well, Nico, it's just a fence. I just need X, Y, Z. I get that. I 100% agree with you. But I want you to understand that there's a bit more to ask because you make the investment and you get a subpar product, you might have buyer's remorse. My goal is just to prevent you from having buyer's remorse. If you're happy with another contractor, please, I want you to be happy. That is the only thing I care about. Part of our process is we believe in our community. We believe in our neighbors. We believe in the individuals that we work with, that they intentionally want to see their homes built and structured and secure and meeting some of their key characteristics that they care about, whether it's aesthetics or security or privacy. So my goal is, and my company's goal, Grand River Fence Company, is just to provide you resources to help you make a good decision. It could be with us or it could be with another company. I just want you to be happy with your purchase. There's going to be the cynics out there that disagree with me, and I'm just staying lip service. Genuinely, I care. All right, I will put my name, Nico Guillory, is on this company. I care about your experience. Hence why we give so much information. Part of this, right, so this is used to compare side by side. Company information and reputation, your company name, the sales rep's name, how many years in business they've been, are they licensed and insured? If you're a commercial project on a government project, whoever it might be, do they need to be bonded for the project? If requested, can we get a verification of insurance? Do you have a physical address? And online reviews, what do they look like? Can you provide at least 3 local references? Project and product details, so the brand of the product, the type of material for the product, where are they sourcing their materials from? Are posts rated for ground contact? Depth of post installation? How are the posts installed? Traditional, there's a couple different checkbox items there. Are the materials made in the USA? The biggest one specifically I know about in our market specifically, there is a large contractor or company in this area that sells a lot of aluminum fence. Well, their aluminum fence is brought in and brought in through Chinese products. No knocking to Chinese products, right? But we we care. We care about our community. We care about our people. So because of that, we want to offer the best quality materials, and we want to keep our money at home. So we're not going to purchase things from outside the country or anything like that. And I love our Canadian neighbors, but I'm sorry, but we're going to keep our money as close to the USA as possible. So all of our materials in-house are USA manufactured and delivered products. So they're made in-house, they're delivered in-house, they're using US products. Especially on our aluminum products, where our Digger Specialties DSI, that is a 100% made and manufactured U.S. product. Okay. Here's the big question: who handles the permit of the fence, if there's a permit requirement, right? Installation techniques, talking about how they do fence, what's the expectations, especially with how they handle sloped grounds. Some contractors out there will use, if you're doing, let's say, a wooden fence, you're going to have a fence that's what's called stair-stepped. So if you use a pre-made panel from like one of the big box stores, where all the little runners and the pickets are already pre-nailed, and they come out with a couple 2x4s in concrete and put up your fence, and you have a little bit of a slope, you see that the whole fence stair steps down. Well, a good quality fence is not a pre-built fence like that. A good quality fence is one that's built on site. So maintaining a good run or grade change, or we call it sloped. So as the grade changes, the slope of your fence or the run of the fence will be aesthetically pleasing to the eye. None of this start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. Some areas where we have those options, like a horizontal fence, we have that option, or we have the grade sloped option as well. So talk about that with your contractor ahead of time before you purchase, because you want to make sure you understand what those options are to finish aesthetics. Crews and schedule. It's like, are they subcontractors? Are they employees? Are installers trained and certified in the system we're using? Daily hours that they work on site, estimated number of days for completion of the projects, who trains and certifies the installers, estimated number of weeks out. So how soon can it get to the product, to your project? I encourage you, if you've got a fence company or contractor that comes out and says that I can get to your fence tomorrow, it could be one of two things. One, they are a really small outfit. They're just, they own a job. They're not company owners per se. They don't have multiple crews working for them. It's just them. They sell a job. They do the job. Nothing against them, right? Good for them. There's a lot of work to be doing with that. And they have a family that they're taking care of. So I'm not knocking them. But a good majority of the time, companies those who call themselves companies, who say that they are available tomorrow to do the job, when I hear that, I get a little yellow flag going off in the back of my brain. Like, okay, why are you not more booked out? Why are your services not in such high demand, especially during peak seasons, right? So during the wintertime, it's not uncommon to find companies and contractors like, hey, we're ready to do your job within a week. Like, that's not uncommon. We work through our whole backlog of work throughout the heavy seasons, which is our spring, summer, fall, and into a little bit of the beginning of winter. But mid-winter, late winter, we typically run out of work, or we significantly slow down. So we have more capacity, right? So during the height of things, June, July, August, if a contractor says, oh, I can get here tomorrow or the same week, I am questioning, right? In my instance, my experience, in order for us to do a good job for you as our client, my comfortable sweet spot is around 9 to 10 days at minimum. If I can get about 9 to 10 days minimum to organize your project, you as the homeowner is going to have a much better experience. We as a company owner are going to have more time to organize, get materials ready to go, get 811s accomplished or Ms. Diggs accomplished. If there's a permit, then permits can get taken care of. Like, we have ample time to actually organize and get your project ducks in a row so we can properly install your fence the first time. No running on and off the job site, no start and stop. That's a huge issue. That's what we found as we went through our last couple of years. If we don't do our proper job process or installation process, planning process, then we're going to miss something. We're going to drop some balls. So our sweet spot is around that 9 to 10 days post post contract signing, before like earliest availability. Like maybe we are available within 5 to 6 days, but I don't want to just jump onto a job site without making sure all of our ducks in a row so that you are getting the quality product the first time. There's nothing worse than saying, "Oh, we got to jump off the job site because XYZ reasons," or Miss Dig didn't do a good job of flagging your yard, so we got to wait a couple of days for them to come back out. No, we want to avoid all of that. So work through it. Talking about warranties and follow-up. So workmanship warranty length. What is their workmanship warranties like? What is their materials warranty like? What's the length like? Do you provide care and maintenance? Is there a guide associated with that? Do you offer post-installation inspections and walkthroughs? There's a bunch of different questions that we can start to gear into. So here's another one: payment and price. So written estimate provided, deposit required, when is the final payment due, what's included in the price, any potential extra costs in the estimate, price of the project in total price, right? This line item at the very bottom, it says any potential extra costs not in the estimate. From experience, especially on the commercial world, what we found is some contractors will give you like $1 per hour rate for labor. I'm always cautious of those because if it goes over, then they can't, like, what if they can't guarantee the number of hours that they're going to be putting into the project, right? That's why for us, we give one lump cost. That's it. Now, not to say that there can't be some changes. Like, for an example, we find that, hey, there's an issue with the actual installation. Like, for whatever reason, we got to deviate a line of fence, or, hey, a client, like, for whatever reason, we sold the project before going out to inspect the project's job site. That ends up happening. Then, hey, client, you provided us with the measurements. I'm sorry, but we got to bill you for the extra materials and time. But that's also to say we've eliminated that issue altogether by not doing that. We don't sell a job until we go out to the job site and have fully ensure that we know what we're getting ourselves into, to guarantee that we're going to give you the best quality product. We don't want our name on a product or a job site that we can't guarantee is going to be a good project. We want to make sure you have a good experience. We want you to have a long-lasting fence. So the very bottom of this document says, if a contractor can't answer these questions clearly or avoids giving specifics, you may want to reconsider. Quality fence work comes from clear communication, proven installation techniques, skilled employees, and a high quality material. All right. So the ultimate purpose of why we wanted to give this specific how to vet your fence contractor is because we want to make sure that you know what you're getting in bed with. We know what we're going to be doing from a fence installation standpoint. You as a client are educated and know what you're getting yourself into from that standpoint. All right. So if you have any questions about this document or our process, specifically part 4 of our video content here, please don't hesitate to reach out. Would love to have the conversation, and we'll catch you on the other side. See ya.